Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on Framer. And in this video we are going to see how to create a menu. And for this we will create a menu responsive, and you can see how to work with this with Framers. What you can do with this software, you can create conceptions for a website, and you can create conceptions also for mobiles applications. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course Framer is available. If you want to learn Framer starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the model session of the course, what you will be able to this training course to perfectly master Framer. We see in detail the different features, and the aim is to create your own conception for mobile application and websites. Secondly, on the description, the website in link with this YouTube channel, you can discover software in these channels. And secondly, on the description, it is like an online school. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. So we are going to start with this menu, and we will create a responsive menu. The first thing that I'm going to do, it is to create my brick print. So I will click here and we will create the tablet brick print, and we will create the phone brick print. You can create also more brick print, but in this example we will work only with these 3 brick print. First I will zoom on this area and I will select the text tools, and I will create something like, for example, text for the name of my website, and I will type something like, for example, novena, just like this. So I will type something like novena, and I will place my text on this area, and I will go on the layer panels, and directly I will convert this one to a stack. So I will convert directly to a stack. After to convert to a stack, I will go on the right and I will use the wide fit content, and I will move little bit my stack. I will click on the stack around this area. And about the size of the text, I will click on the text, I will define a size just here, and about the size we'll increase little bit the size of this. We will type something like maybe 24, and I will select the stacks, move little bit here, and it will be the name of my website, just like this. At the same time, something that I will do, I will click on the text inside and I will change the size for rem. After, I will select the text tools and I will add some content here. The first content that I will use, I will define something like a description, just like this. Then I will switch to description on this area. I will reduce a little bit the size to maybe 18 pixels, and I will duplicate just like this. And here I will type something more. I will type solutions. Then I will duplicate and I will type something like price. And I will duplicate and I will type something like contact. Maybe you can put price on this area and solutions just here. So after to do this work, I will create also, I will select each element and I will go on the size and I will put for rem, because thanks to that we can adjust on each element the size of our text on each brick print. So on each element I will switch the size for rem, and for this one I will switch also the text for rem as well. So I will go on the right, and on the text I will switch for rem. I will select this 4 element of text and I will go right click, I will create a stack. And after to create a stack, I will define the space on this area, but something that I will do, it's on the wide options. I will select fit content for these stacks, and I will select the stacks, and I will dragging and moving the stack around here. You can adjust a little bit the size on this area. So now I will select another text tool. I will go here and I will type something like, for example, we'll just use subscribe. After to do this work, I will select the same type of size, so it means 18 pixels, I will just switch for rem and I will convert this text to a stacks. I will go right click, convert to stacks. Then I will switch on the size, wide options, I will define fit content. And then I just need to select the stacks and dragging and moving here. I would like to create something like a buttons. Because when I click on the stack, I put wide fit 8 feet, I can go on the layout and add a padding just here. But before to add the padding, I will go on the style, I will define some color, I will go on the fill options and I will define a color like maybe this orange color. And I can define a padding. I can move this handle and this handle to define my padding. But oops, I have a border, I will remove the border. So I can move this and this to define a padding, but I have also the possibility to create the padding here. So concretely, if I move my stack here, I can define the padding on the top. I will define something like 10. On the bottom, I will define 10. On the right, I will define something like 14. And on the left, something like 14, just like that. I will just click on the text inside and I will change the color for the white color, just like that. I will click on my stack, I will add a little bit rounded corner, like maybe just 10, and it will be pretty convenient. So now what I need to do, I have 3 stacks. So I will select the first one, control the second one, and control the third one. And I will go right click, I will create another stack, just like this. And thanks to that, I can adjust the space and I will do something like that, maybe like 180. And here I have also another stack inside and I can adjust also this one inside. So it means I have this stack and I can also adjust maybe the content. And maybe we can extend a little bit more. So I can do, for example, something like this. Before to see how to make responsive, I will create a component. So concretely, what I will do, I will select the stack, and when I click on the stack here, I can go right click and I can create a component or Control Alt K, and when I create a component, I can rename my component, and I will just tap menu, and I will click on create here. After I can enter inside the component editions, and inside the component edition, I will select desktop here, and if I select the desktop, it will be like to select my stack on this area, and I will go on the right and I will define a background color. I will go on the fill option and I will define the white color. And because I use on desktop, if I go on the top, we use fit on the 8, it means I can add a padding just here. So I can extend a little bit my padding. I can go also on this area and tap the padding that I want. Let's tap, maybe I can tap 26 and on this area 26 as well. And now I can make my menu responsive if I need. So how I will do this, I just need to adjust. So here I see the desktop, and I will click on the tablet. And on the tablet, what I will do, we are still inside the edition of the component. So it means when you are here, it is this area. If you want to edit your component, you can edit on your component here, or you can go into asset panels and you can click on the component to edit as well. But if you are in the layer panels, you can also just click on tablet, right click, and you can edit the component. So I'm going to show you on desktop, you select, for example, one of these components. When you are on home here, you have menu here, and when you go right click, you can edit the component. So now we have the desktop. If I select the tablet, I can just adjust at my convenience. For example, I can adjust here, just like that. And I can select this stack and I can reduce the space on the element, like maybe 36. And if I select all the stacks on the tablet, I can adjust like maybe, let's put 60, maybe I can put 62. And I can also tap what I want on this area. Let's just tap 62. And now if I select the phone, because I created a stack, when I go on the right, I will change the directions. And on the layout panels, we have horizontal, we will switch for vertical. But I need also to click on this stack inside, and I need also to switch for vertical, just like that. And now I just need to adjust. So I click on phone, I can adjust the space on this main stack. And then I can click on this stack inside and I can adjust also. So maybe for phone we can extend a little bit. I can put something like 48. So I will take 48 for the gap. And for this one, as you can see, we can adjust also, and I will type, for example, 28. And we can do something like this, and we will have a menu perfectly responsive. After to do this type of work, I can go outside. So concretely, I can go in Home here, and after to go in Home, I will select Desktop. And when I click on Desktop, I will fit to content the 8 to only see my menu. So now we have Desktop, Tablet, and Phone. And as you can see, we have perfectly fit the element. So if I go here and I go in this area, as you can see, I can reduce, and it will be responsive on the tablet, and it will be responsive also on this area. I can also extend just like this, and as you can see, we'll obtain this render. So reduce, and we reduce. As you can see, the menu will be perfectly responsive, just like this. If I just come back, we can also adjust the size of the text if we need. So it means if I click on the desktop, because we use on each element of text the unit rem, if I go on the base, for example, on the desktop, I can define the typography size. And I can define, for example, 18, but I think 16 will be convenient. And if I go on the tablet, I can, for example, switch the base and I can reduce maybe the size. And if I go on the phone, I can also reduce maybe the size as well. So we can also reduce this one on the typography. And if I just go on this area, we can also reduce the size of the typography as well. So it means we reduce here, and at the same time, to have something responsive, we reduce also the size of the typography. Let's take a look. So we are in the desktop, tablet, and at the same time we change a little bit the size of the text, and also with the font. As you can see here, it's not pretty convenient because we didn't add another breakpoint. Here I just show you with 3 breakpoints, but you can create more breakpoints. For example, we can create another breakpoint around this area, and around this area we can add another breakpoint as well. And this is why if we do this type of thing, we will add something better for the responsive way. So as you can see, this is the way about how we can process, but here it's just an option. So in this type of case, we can have the desktop with 16 for the base, but for the tablet, we can also keep 16 and 16 also for the phone. But this is the way to process if you want to create, for example, something like a responsive menu step by step. So let's just click here again, and I can extend just like this on this area. So we are going to stop here for this video. If you like, you can subscribe to these YouTube channels. Framer, the complete course is available in the first link on the description. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models session of the course, what you will be able to learn in this training course. We see in detail the different features, how to work with a frame, work with the stacks, how you can add text, how you can add a rectangle, circles, how you can work with images, add effect, how you can work with component, all this type of thing in this complete course. A lot of hours to perfectly master Framer to create conception for mobile application as well as a website. Second link on the description, this is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software and have basics of this software in these YouTube channels. And second link on the description, it is a summary of all the graphic courses available. It is like online school, so concretely, you can pick a course and you can learn any graphic software. And for our next video on these channels, see you. Ciao, ciao.